Hello dear students, welcome back. As you know all, in our previous class we have started the topic transportation in plants. Also we have completed transportation of water and minerals in the plants. Today's class is to study about the transportation of food and other substances in the plants. Let us start the today's topic, transportation of food and other substances in the plants. Dear students, as you know all, food will be prepared in the plants and it will be prepared in the place of the leaves. Is it right? So food prepares in the leaves and it will be stored in the leaves. Is it right? And what happens after preparing, it should be transported to each and every part, like it may be root, shoot and flower, bud, seeds. Is it right? It should be transported to all other parts of the plants. And it will be done by the water process of the translocation. Then what is the translocation? I have written on the board here. The transport of food from the leaves to the all other parts of the plant is called as the translocation. Is it right? What is the translocation? It is a process of the transferring of the food from the leaves. So food will be prepared in the place of the leaves. So from there to all other parts, it will be transported. It is called as the translocation. Is it right? And this translocation will be done by the tissue called as the phloem. So what phloem does? So phloem transfers food. So which food is called as what? So for what we will call as a food? So carbohydrates. So we can say it as a sugar. It may be sucrose, it may be other form of the carbohydrate. So that sucrose will be transported and also various hormones we take. So it may be amino acid, those all will be transported in the plants. It will be done by what? A phloem. Is it right? So that is called as what? It will be done by the phloem. Is it right? So you know that in the transportation of the food, it will be done by the action of the sieve tube. Now what is the sieve tube and what is the structure of the phloem? Let us study now. So let us study the structure of the phloem. Dear students, you can observe one of the diagram I have drawn on the board. See. So this is what we can call as the phloem. How it is there in the structure we can observe here. So you have studied in the xylem structure of the xylem tissue. How it is connected cell to cell. So same like xylem, in phloem also we can observe phloem cell will be connected end to end. Is it right? So here one cell is there, it will be connected to another cell. Is it right? So what happened? They are connected end to end and they have formed the long tube like structure. So here ends of the cell will be not completely broken down. So there will be continuity between the cell. Is it right? So this is what a phloem tissue has said you. So how it is arranged we can observe here. So also you cannot observe here. So they are also connected end to end. So ends are not completely broken. So what we can observe continuity here. So they have formed a long tube like structure. And it says we have taken one cell here. Is it right? So ends of these cells have formed the plates. Those plates are called as the sieve plate. So what we can say, this you are observing here, this is called as the sieve plate. Here also one sieve plate is there. Is it right? So these are called as the sieve plates. And these sieve plates are containing the hole in them. Through that hole, food and other substances will be transported. Understanding? So through that hole, food will be transported. And something we are observing here. It is looking like a cell. Is it right? It is called as the companion cell. It will be always attached to with the sieve tube. So what is the sieve tube? So that hole like structure I have said you. That hole, the tube is called as the sieve tube. Through that food will be transported. Sieve tube is nothing but the phloem tissue. And this sieve tube will be connected to the companion cell. And this companion cell will be containing the nucleus and other organelles. And whatever the requirements of the sieve tube, it will be provided by the companion cell. If you observe about the sieve tube, it is made up of the what? Cellulose. So lignin is absent in here and it is made up of the cellulose. Understanding? And in this sieve tube, you can observe what? There is a cytoplasm but nucleus is absent. Understanding? And this companion cell, whatever the requirements of the sieve tube, it will be fulfilled by the companion cell. Understanding? Almost all the sieve tubes will be connecting with the companion cell. They provide some what are requirements for the whatever their needs will be, it will be fulfilled by the companion cell. Understanding? It is about what a structure of the sieve tube. Otherwise, phloem tissue we can see. And how it will be transported? So you have seen in our human body there will be the transportation of blood. So how the network like structure, so there are the nerves and we can observe the network like structure. So same like our nerves, so there is a what a sieve tubes. So there we can observe the broad network of the phloem. In throughout the plant body there is a sieve tube, phloem tissue, and through that what they will be interconnected. So through that what happened, from one tube to another tube, what happened, food will be transported. Understanding? So you are observing the structure here. So this is a sieve tube, companion cells, sieve plates are there. Is it right? It is about what a structure. So this structure will be present throughout the body of the plant. By that what happened, food and other substances will be transported. And in our previous class what you have observed, so about the xylem tissue you have observed. So their water will be transported. So how it will be transported? Always it will be transported in the upward direction, because there will be suction pull. Because of that food will, so water will be sucked. It will be transported in the upward direction. But in the phloem tissue what happen, it will be in a both direction. It may transfer in downward direction also, otherwise upward direction also. We can observe in both direction food and other substances will be transported. Understanding? So this is about what a structure. So I have written all the points here, you can take it. Understanding? So next we'll go to the mechanism. How the phloem tissue will transport the food and other substances. So transportation of the food and substances will be done by the process of the utilizing energy by the plants. There will be the ATP. By that phloem what they does, they uses that ATP's energy, and what they does, so here what happen, sugars, otherwise food will be prepared in the leaves, will be loaded into the sieve tubes. So there will be the mesophyll cells. What are the mesophyll cells? So where the food will be prepared, it is called the mesophyll cell. In that place food will be prepared and that will be loaded into the sieve tubes by the help of the energy provided by the ATP. So now food, sugars are loaded into the sieve tubes. It should be transported. So next what will happen? So like now let's see here. So after that what happened? So now by the process of the osmosis, what happened? Sieve tubes will absorb the water. Understand? Sieve tubes containing the sugar. So sugar, only sugar will be there, water will be not there, water will be more in the outside. Is it right? So what happened? From that, by the process of the osmosis, water enters into the tubes. So now water and sugar is mixed with each other. So now what happened? When by the process of the osmosis they absorbs, the pressure will increases in the tubes. So because of that high pressure, what happened? So food will be transported to each and every part. So next what I have written, this high pressure produced in the phloem tissue moves the food to the parts of the plant having the less pressure in their other parts. So sieve tubes are now having the high pressure, because by the osmosis what happened? So water will be water will be absorbed by the sieve tubes. Now pressure will be more in the tubes. By that pressure what happened? Food will be transported to each and every part of the plant. Understanding? So after that what happened? So this allows the phloem to transport the food according to their needs of the plant. So another parts, all different parts requirement will be, their requirements will be different. According to their requirements, food will be transported. Understanding? So after that, what happens? The food will be transported. So excess of food will be stored in some of the places like roots, shoots. It will be deposited. So that deposited, whenever it will be necessary for the plant, it will be utilized. In the season of the spring, so one example if you take means, so in the season of the spring, what happened? The spring season, what happened? Sugar stored, there is food stored in the tip of the root and the stem tissue of the plant would be transported through the phloem to the buds which needs energy to grow. So birds always, you know that birds they needs to grow, so it will be absorbed. In the spring season what happened? Stored sugars will be supplied to the birds to grow. Understanding? It is about what a mechanism of the phloem tissue, otherwise mechanism of the transportation of food and other substances. Understanding? So it is about what a transportation of food and other substances. We have seen the translocation, afterwards we have seen about the phloem and its function. So next we have seen the structure of the phloem tissue, and afterwards we have gone to the mechanism of a phloem tissue, otherwise mechanism of the transportation of food and other substances. If you have any difficulty regarding today's topic, you ask me. Thank you.